Um, so welcome everyone. Welcome to our Facebook community. Welcome to our families and friends across the United States and also abroad. We bring you another series of information and also education. Our last two education series, we talked about how to um, submit a packet, how to enroll into West Point, and then we also provide the VA benefits and also scholarships for families, service members throughout. And so tonight we will bring another series. One of our most successful program here in VA USA is the scholarships. So good evening, my name is Lieutenant Colonel Nguyen, and I'm a member of the VA USA here. And we also have members here with us, Major Hin Dome, and also Ing Fong Pham from Austin, Texas. And we welcome everyone to joining us here tonight. So really tonight will be really interesting. We're going to introduce a lot of information. If you can allow us to provide some information, and then we'll go into a question and answering session. For folks that are following us on Facebook, certainly you can also type in your question on our live feed, and then we'll provide the answer for you. And also folks that are in our Zoom with us, we can also take those questions and also provide it for you as well. Now, why scholarships? Why in this platform, and really why VA USA? So I just want to remind folks that the VA USA is our organization, and we support our community through service honoring the past, present, and the future. For folks that does not know that VA USA, what it is a Vietnamese American Uniformed Service Association. And we are a group of dedicated service member, retired, active reserve National Guard, in various other agencies. But really, our background is as a military associate comprised of the Vietnamese community. And who do we help? Not only Vietnamese community, but other communities as well. And you see, and you'll hear Ing Fong describe the scholarship later in the presentation. But we're not only serving the Vietnamese population. So this is for all communities, and so we came together, united by a mutual respect and selfless service in all branches of the armed forces, to include the health service, NOAA, which is the National Oceanic Atmospheric Admin, all across DoD, all across Homeland Security, all across health and services, and our mission is to share and our military experiences to the community, at the same time also mentor, coach, and also provide information to better our youngs, better our citizens, because what we do here is we are raising the next generation of leaders for America. And if we don't do that, then we have failed in our generation to help our younger generations. We also provide professional development, mentorship, esprit corps, networking to our former Vietnamese American service members, but also not only here, but in all communities as well, because we are expanding. And we're a family. When you join us, we are a family to you. We have association membership that you can join and participate and get involved with the community. You will do much help And again, I want to stress that we, as an organization, we developed our young generations, and that's what we care about. Um, because as you know, growing up in this state of status of time, uh, we we have lost many things, but we need to come together in these many different cultures. So with that, I'd like to introduce to Anh Phong Pham. He is our one of our lead within our organization, focusing on scholarships. And this scholarship is called VAUSA Fallen Heroes Scholarship. And you'll understand why we named this scholarship as we named it, because of various different reasons. But really, he's going to remind you that our mission statement of why we do this, why we have a scholarship chosen to name our fallen heroes, because our vision is to honor the service and the selfless devotion of our heroes who had given their ultimate sacrifice to protect the freedom and democracy of our nation. When we raise our right hand, it doesn't matter if you're in any other government agency, we serve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the cultures as well. Part of that mission is to provide some financial support, not all. These scholarships provide some to recipients for them to actually supplement their academic objectives, based off of merits, based off of community service, based off of leadership. And so Anh Phong Pham will go into more details of this, but he is from Austin, Texas. And so I'll provide the floor over to Anh Phong for some information. So go ahead, Anh Phong.
All right. Well, thank you, Phương Nguyễn. Let me introduce myself. I'm the Lieutenant Commander Phong Pham and retired U.S. Navy, and I'm a deputy of VA USA Scholarship. Well, before we start, I would like to take a moment to do the roll call of our fallen hero. I'm going to start call out the 14 scholarship and the name they are under. Specialist Quốc Bình Trần, U.S. Army, Iraq, November 7, 2004. Sergeant Long An Nguyen, U.S. Army, Afghanistan, February 10, 2007. Sergeant First Class Tùng Em Nguyen, U.S. Army, Iraq, November 14, 2006. Staff Sergeant Du Hải Trần, U.S. Army, Iraq, June 20th, 2008. Private First Class Tân Kiêu Ngô, U.S. Army, Afghanistan, August 27, 2008. Specialist Dan H. Nguyen, U.S. Army, Iraq, May 8, 2007. Corporal Tarvin L. Nguyen, U.S. Marine Corps, Afghanistan, December 28, 2010. Corporal Bình An Lê, U.S. Marine Corps, Iraq, December 3rd, 2004. Lane Corporal Victor Ronald H. Liu, U.S. Marine Corps, Iraq, November 13, 2004. Lane Corporal Alan D. Lam, U.S. Marine Corps, Iraq, April 22nd, 2003. Lane Corporal Andrew S. Dang, U.S. Marine Corps, Iraq, March 2004. Technical Sergeant Thanh Văn Nguyễn, U.S. Air Force, Saudi Arabia, June 26, 1996. Major Điều Ti Đỗ, U.S. Army, California. Senior Airman Jason Kai Pham, U.S. Air Force, Kuwait, September 12, 2020. These are the names that I just called out. It represents for our scholarship we gave out this year and many years to come. This year, we're going to give out 14 scholarships total. Then each scholarship will represent for one of our fallen heroes. You can see on my slide and the name I just called off. The next one I would like to share is the timeline of the scholarship. As I mentioned before, this scholarship will be given out yearly, and we will post our scholarship. This is the timeline we're going to execute from year to year identical. Around March timeframe, we're going to post a scholarship on VA USA website. And we're going to post it, and we're going to have the deadline is May the 31st. And begin, that's the deadline for scholarship, we deadline for application. Then we accept in June, we're going to work together with my team, and we're going to put a package together. Then we're going to select the deputy scholarship select committee members. Well, we're going to select that 1 month and 30 days. We're going to select the board to become a scholarship committee members. And about July, we can provide a packet to committee members for them to review and select, okay? By the end of July, the scholarship will be reviewed and select the winner. And around August timeframe, we're gonna provide the name of winner to our board director for the situation awareness. And at August the 30th, we will send a letter out for the winner. These are the timeline that we will execute year to year. As you can see right now, the application a lot different than the last couple of years we had. My team put together an application. And this year and from now on, we're gonna open up for all American. We're gonna focus on more, in the past, we pretty much focused on Vietnamese American, but this year and moving forward, we're gonna focus on all American. As long as you are an American citizen and permanent resident of the United States, you're eligible for this scholarship. It's pretty much straightforward. When we would like to know, if you know, also one question in there they're asking, you know any member of VA USA. If you do know any member of VA USA, please input their name and their rank and relationship. That's the reason for it. You know, I just want to know, so we make sure we select the committee, make sure it's not conflict of interest, and people on selection committee is not someone that you know. And definitely the Gold Star family, we want to encourage them to apply as well. And we would like them to know if they are the Gold Star family, please also provide information for us as well. The next section is military service. If you are a veteran or you are active duty, we would like to know, you know, so if you are not a service member, it's okay. Just ignore this or put an NA and move on to the next section, okay? The education, we would like to know a little bit about yourself. I mean, are you currently in high school, senior, or you are currently in college? And the last piece of application is pretty much a check-off list for you to make sure you put a complete package. We have the email address that you can mail it to us. The inbox is vausa.scholarship@gmail.com. Please send that information to that email address with the package, and we would, before May 31st, of course, that's the deadline. Okay, definitely application form must be included. Proof of citizenship. Um, I think a passport is good. I don't want birth certificate. It's kind of hard, you know, because with a lot of the PII information. But if you do send it to us, please uh, blank out the PII information, please. We asking for a one letter recommend. Actually, we're looking for 3 letter like a recommendation. 1 is from community service of organization, and 2 from your teacher or your professor. And the essay is important to us. We would like you choose of the 3 core value of VA USA and write 750 words of essay and, and submit it to us. And VA USA core value is listed below as well. It's just in case a lot of people don't know that part of the application package. And of course, you need to sign the application to check on this, put initial into it, and sign up collect application and return to us on the time under the deadline, before the deadline, which is May the 31st. Then that's pretty much that's all I have at this time. I will open the floor up to have anybody have a question for me.
All right, thank you, Fang. Those are some great, great information. We do receive a few so far, but while we're going through the Q&A, please go ahead and post your questions, and we can certainly answer for all of you on Facebook, and also do a Zoom chat. So before we do that, Yingfang, can you tell us more about the amount of scholarship that each applicant potentially receive, and also about, so when they submit the application in May, as far as do they have to do anything other than just wait until August, and also do they how do they be recognized and also present the scholarship?
Okay, thank you, Phương. First of all, to answer your question, we're gonna give out a 14 scholarship total this year, and each winner will receive a $1,000. So totally this year, we're gonna give out $14,000 total, and this is year to year, so we can do every year. To answer your second question is, after the candidate submit the application by the deadline May the 31st, it's pretty much that's all they have to wait until we kind of notify them that their application been received. As soon as we receive it, we can respond back to the email address and say application received. So that they acknowledge that we received the application. Okay, that's a first notification from us to them. Okay, and that pretty much they wait. Then we would notify them by the August the 31st whether the winner or whether the candidate get is a winner or they not meet with the requirement. Then we will notify them one way or the other whether they win or not.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. So we have this one from Tom. Tom sent in to us. So you mentioned our core value, VA USA core value. Mm-hmm. When they have to write the essay. Mm-hmm. Either the 5 core value: discipline, well, actually, patriotism, excellence, pride, support, integrity. Mm-hmm. If an applicant would like to know more about what info that they want to add into the essay, where can they get that info?
Okay. If they want to add additional information to the essay.
No, where can they find more information about the VA USA do they have to go to our Facebook or a website that we post?
That's right. We have, I think we right now we have two main resources that they can get information, right? One is the Facebook and one is our website. Those are information that they can go to, then get the information for them. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so I have another question here from Mike. Can a graduate student apply for the scholarship?
That's a pretty tough question there, Mike. To be honest with you, if you can apply for it, I'm not going to stop you from apply. But we pretty much try to focus with high school and graduate students first. I mean, like undergrad first. That's what we primarily focus on, you know. Since you already have the degree already, so you probably, like I say, if you can apply for it, but we focus on high school and undergrad first.
Okay, perfect. So high school, undergrad, high school, these students are junior, senior, or they're just about entering college. Because I remember when I applied for scholarships, I applied when I was in junior grade in high school, but I wasn't present until ready to graduate in high school in my senior year. So if a student apply, let's say in the junior year, will they receive the same year, or do I have to wait until the senior year?
Now, if you're looking at the one that our requirement is you need to provide us the copy of acceptance letter from your college or university.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are junior, more likely you're not gonna have that letter.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much it have to be a senior level and or currently enrolled in college to receive this scholarship.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. So I have another question here. Can the winner apply again, for example, year after year?
Sure.
Or just one time?
No, you can apply it again, year to year. There is no restriction for you to cannot reapply. But remember, you cannot reuse the previous year letter or previous year letter recommendation to apply the current year. Correct?
Okay,
I mean, all the recommendation letter have to be a current year that you apply for.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect.
You cannot recycle the essay letter either. The essay either, because I will remember it when I read it, you know.
Of course, of course. Oh, so you mentioned the VA USA website. Do you have might have that website handy for the viewers and our followers? The address?
Yes, I can put it into the, yes, I can do it. Let me see.
In fact, I think, so I think while you do that, I think I have it just here. So it is vausa.us. And so what Info is alluding to is once you go on there, you see a button
For scholarship.
For scholarship, correct? And that there you can download the application, and you can also see the eligibilities, and also other information about VA USA. And if anyone that disclaimer, if anyone wants to join VA USA in ways of helping the community thrive, then there's opportunity to read that as well. So I think Infong has the website open there. So can you okay, there's a scholarship button. Go ahead, Infong.
Yeah, I had to click the button, scholarship button. Sorry, my computer a little bit slow there. I do the Wi-Fi, so they kind of a little bit slow to bring it up network.
Beautiful.
Maybe with the new house, I'm gonna have a little bit more bandwidth, right?
Beautiful.
While we're waiting on the website to load it up. Oh, Hiền, I saw you in here, Hiền.
So actually, we do have another question here.
Okay.
I found while that's loading. You mentioned now it is open to a wider community audience throughout the nations, right?
That's correct, yeah.
And students from across the nation can apply.
Yes.
The only thing is that they must meet the requirements to apply, and there's no other restrictions on it. And so I think when, for me, looking back on my previous scholarships, and I applied through many, some were selected, some didn't, some were little, and some were a lot. But I can tell you that if a student receive any type of scholarships, doesn't matter, doesn't matter their family status or how their how their education is, every bit counts. You know, every bit count. Even a 14 1,000 scholarship that you were awarded, that's $14,000 to help you your family to offset for college. And if you're going to local community college, that's a semester of tuition and fees and everything else. And so we actually encourage everyone to go ahead and apply, and support in our endeavor, because this is a fallen heroes scholarship, and we don't take our fallen heroes lightly, right, Ingfong?
That's correct. That's a correct, Phương. Well, thank you for mentioning that. No, we don't. We do not take this lightly, all the audience out there. And Phương said, we encourage everybody to apply across the nation as long as you miss the requirement. And there is one question, I got the message from someone asked me in the past. The question is, I am American citizen, but I'm live overseas, and I attended college overseas. Am I eligible for the scholarship? Okay, that's the question. If like mom and dad is stationed overseas because the military service, or work for State Department overseas, or somehow overseas, but as an American citizen, but I'm attending college overseas, am I eligible for the scholarship? That's the question. The answer, I respond back, yes. As long as you meet the requirement say you are American citizen, it doesn't say what college, as long as you attended college overseas with the proof that you get accepted at college, correct? But with our service member, we know sometimes the parent is overseas served, and they could be attending college inside the bay itself, and the children would live there with the parents. So that individual can apply for this scholarship as well, okay? Because they are American citizen and they are going to college. It doesn't restrict the location where do you live, okay? So that answer a lot of the one particular question, if I live overseas, I'm attending college and I'm an American citizen, am I qualified? The answer is yes, if you meet with all the requirements. Then yes, we don't take our fallen hero lightly. The reason is, this is the bottom of my heart, Phương, I want to share with this, okay? As we know, we come from Vietnam, and many our parent or relative was fought during the Vietnam War, correct? Then they came over here, they lived, immigrants here lived, and then they got forgotten, Okay, they pass away, that they get forgotten. And our generation, we joined the U.S. military, and we serve honorably, and we want their name been recognized, and we want that. So that was the reason these are our hero. We provide under their name, you know. Um, and one thing I want to emphasize is, if this video would be able to reach into the parent of this fallen hero, and we have not reached out to your guy yet, and I encourage them, please contact us. The parent of this fallen hero, I want to share it from, we have 14, correct? Actually, we have 12. I be only to contact only 4, the parents. That means I'm still missing 8. If any audience out there that watching this video know someone know this parent, this hero, I would love to reach out to them and be keep in touch with them, and let their son has been recognized by our organization. Okay, with
Wow, that gives me chills just to hearing about it.
yes,
Because
for my goal is to reach out to all 12 members of the family, and my goal is one of these days we can get all 12 of them together at the gala, you know, to our gala is one day. That's is my ultimate goal. To let their son is not forgotten, the name is not forgotten. That is my goal as the deputy scholarship. All right.
Okay. So that leads into another question is, what are some type of community activities that the applicants can show in order to be eligible for a scholarship?
Well, if you volunteer to feed the hunger, okay, in your community, you qualify. Okay, if you are volunteer to support the Vietnamese community during the COVID right here, the past year, you know it. It's very hard for all American that during the COVID, and you reach out to your community, you support them, you help them, you know, those are count. There is many things that you can do in your community to support. Okay, you volunteer your time, okay, to help out the other, you know. To me, that consists of volunteer work, and you know, and then you guys know, most our generation, I like to go outside, do activity, play basketball. The next generation, they don't do that. They like to stay inside the house, play video game. Correct? You go outside, you help your community, volunteer to do something that not require you anybody, you know. You don't have, well, volunteer. I saw volunteer not get paid for. Okay, you got paid for it, that doesn't count volunteer. So you have to be non-volunteer only. Okay,
Right.
But like I say, anything you can help in your community, it considered volunteer. You know,
Yes. Lead by example. That's what
right.
That's what we want to see in our young generations and applicants.
Yes.
When you mention our fallen heroes, how can one find more information about our fallen heroes as far as the bio? Do we post anywhere in our website, or how would one find more about our heroes?
I'm working on right now on the profile of each our fallen hero that we're gonna post on our website shortly. And on another website that you everybody can search, correct? There's a military website that you can go into the DoD, that you can type the name, the first name and last name, and you can look it up. But for our fallen hero, I'm working on right now to come back, working on their profile. And my goal is by probably next 3 or 4 weeks, we're gonna post it our same page right here, the Fallen Hero Scholarship page, and underneath here we're gonna have each individual profile, okay, of our 14 fallen hero. Going to be profile will be up there. It's my goal to get that in finally up in
Yes, that's
next 3 weeks.
That's great. I think our Fallen Heroes wall will be much appropriate for these type of events. And yeah, well, we need to certainly honor them, and because they have, you know, they've served and sacrificed, and now the family is also serving in their sacrifice. But yeah, I think that what we need to do to bring honor to the families and also to our fallen heroes. So I have another question here in phone that from Andrew. He asked, I have not heard much about the VA USA Fallen Heroes Scholarship. What is the plan to promote this info to a larger audience?
Well, it's right now I actually actively engage with Austin Vietnamese community. Okay, so I using their tool to broadcast our scholarship program, and I'm trying to reach out to many nonprofit organizations as well, beside our Facebook and our website, of course. I'm trying to broadcast out more. Pretty much like advertise our scholarship program throughout more beside our own community itself. I'm going to branch out to get more. As I mentioned before, this is the first time we offer this scholarship for all American. So I have a lot of link with Austin Community College, the dean at Austin Community College. That she's told me she will help me to promote this scholarship program and how to promote into nationwide. Because as you know, many scholarships, they pretty much strictly on if the state, on the local, but not nationwide. We are trying to go to nationwide, you know. So I'm still learning, right? If you have any idea, if you're the viewer out there, have any idea how to get into the nationwide, please send us a message, send us an email, send us a suggestion. I will open it, and we look into it, and we will try to bring it up to the next steps. All right.
That's great. And I think that's what we need to do is bring this to a larger audience nationwide. So right now we have a few minutes left for our questions, and I don't see much, but we give our audience a few more minutes to get the questions in. I'd just like to get this up to broadcast our upcoming events and activities. So for VA USA, and every year, starting the winter season, we have Wreath Across America, which the events happen on that same day, where Americans extend the wreath for every tombstone, for every service member that have sacrificed for this nation. That's including military, present, past. That including law enforcement. That's including any that we want to remember and wish the joy of Christmas to our families that have passed. So we participate in that event. Typically, it happened in December every year, and our group focus in Arlington National Cemetery, but we do it all across other national cemeteries as well. In California, in Texas, I did a year in Mississippi. So that's Wreath Across America. We also have, also in December, it's Operation Full Hearts. It is a VA USA version of Toy for Tots by the USMC. And for us here, we provide toys. We have partnered with our communities to make sure that we get our message across and toys to the kids for Christmas. We have our VA USA holiday party. That's all members and families. Now, another big event that we happen during the winter is Operation Taste from Home. This event focuses on bringing culture, bringing that long lost yearn for Vietnamese food to our service members serving near and far. Folks from serving in Africa, folks serving in the Middle East, folks serving away from families and not close by where they can easily get bún bò Huế or any type of Vietnamese food that we grow accustomed to when we're growing up. So this care package is provided by via USA from all of our hearts to our deployed members and service members. And throughout the year, we partner with our community partners to make sure we get these package out. And what Phong alluded to earlier, when we recognize our scholarships, is one of our most important, our signature event is our gala. Our gala, we typically it happens in September or October. I think this year I have to get you the actual date, but we are planning to have our gala in Texas. Last year we didn't have one due to COVID, but this year we are planning to have one in Texas. I think as folks, if you don't know, our VA USA organization is nationwide, in the West Coast, in the East Coast, in the Central, Midwest, and so because we have members everywhere, and so in order to have a group together is challenging by itself. But if we have a yearly event gala that we can recognize our members, recognize our scholarship applicants and awardees, we will do in that manner. At the same time, every year we honor our fallen heroes and the family member as well. So right now, I think I don't see any other questions coming in. And Phong, do you have any other last comments for our viewers, for our applicants, for our students, for our communities, before we close out this evening's series?
All right. First of all, I would like to say thank you, Phương, and all the audience out there from the Facebook website. I don't know, all the electronic gadget that you can watch this this broadcast. I encourage everybody to apply for the scholarship. Okay. I know sometimes the amount of money is not much, but it's meant a lot to us because our fallen hero is one. It's the more important thing for me and many our members as well. Serve this nation. Then they sacrifice themselves for this great nation. And I also would like to emphasize again, and my goal is try to reach out all 12 our fallen hero Gold Star family out there. I'm only success in 4. We're still missing 8. If any audience out there that knows someone that Gold Star family is our fallen hero, please send me the message. And meantime, I would like to see is I'm looking forward to serve many years on the scholarship committee. Okay, we have a lot of room to improve as well. Like I said, I have all ear, and my goal is to reach out to all nationwide to let our fallen hero name get recognized by different organizations, not just Vietnamese American. So that we open up the scholarship for all American. Okay, that's what I have for the message. Please apply. Perfect. It's the money for scholarship. That could be at least your book,
Right.
Correct?
Yes. Books.
That could be your books.
Mm-hmm.
Or could be your gas money. Correct.
That's right.
So please apply. That's all I have.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Anh Phong. And again, May 31st is a deadline for to submit your applications, and we'll begin the reviewing, and then we'll announce in August. But again, if we don't see any other questions, but stay tuned to this channel, because we have a series, education series every month, to bring you news, events, and also tidbits of our organizations, and we also bring in the community partners to make sure that we can spread the word to our audience. And last but not least, we thank you for your support, our community support as well, from businesses, from organizations. We gladly thank you for that. Our friends in nationwide that have contributed, our families that have contributed. Again, from the bottoms of our heart, we thank you for your contribution. And again, we need more in order to provide these series and other events that we care much about for our community. We continue to need your support. It could be a simple thank you letter, or it could be monetary. We accept all. And again, so thank you from the bottom of our hearts, from VA USA, West Coast, East Coast, Midwest. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for viewing this series, and have a good evening, everyone.